Hey everybody, this is Mr. Marshall at Stony Lane. So I know you and your class are studying multiplication, right? And multiplication can feel really different than adding and subtracting because the numbers are bigger and they just do different stuff. But if you look closely, multiplication is just filled with patterns, and the patterns can make it really exciting to do. Okay, so today what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at how you can look at a multiplication table and try to find patterns within it that might make it easy or even fun to learn. Are you ready? Okay, so today we're going to study nines. Okay, here are all my nines facts. Okay, and so what we're going to do is we're going to just fill in the ones that we know really quickly because there's facts that you know really quickly and there's facts that you just have to think about. And sometimes there's facts that help you learn other facts. So let's take a look. Here are my nines, which are the ones that I know just like that. I know 9 times 1 because anything times 1 is that number. So 9 times 1 is 9, right? And I know 9 times 10 because with all those, it's just like adding a 0. So 9 times 10 is 90. So I knew those two right away, right? What else do I know? I know that 9 times 5, I know from a clock. When I look at the clock and I see that the minute hand is on the 9, that's 45 minutes, right? 45. And let's see, what else do I know? I know that 9 times 2 is the double of 9. So it's 9 plus 9, which is 18. Okay. See what I'm doing? I'm just writing in the ones that I know just like that. Okay. Now I'm going to think of which are the ones that I might know because I know other facts. So, like, if 9 times 10 is 90, then 1 less than that is 9 less. So that would be 81. I know that's right because I've heard that one before. 9 times 9 is 81. And I know 9 times 3 because I know my threes. And so the answer there is 27. 9 times 3 is the same as 3 times 9. It's 27. Okay? And so those are all the ones that I know just like that. Or the ones that I can use a little bit of thinking, like 1 or 2 seconds of thinking to fill in. So that means I just have to learn these 4, right? So 9 times 4, I'm just going to tell you because I really know them. Okay, it's 36. That's one that I had to take a few times of practicing to learn. Okay, I know that 9 times 6 is 54. 9 times 7 took me the longest to learn because for some reason it was just harder for me to remember. 63. And 9 times 8 is 72. Okay, so there, I filled in all my answers now. Okay, I thought about the ones that I knew just like that, and the ones that I had to think just for another second, and then the ones that I really had to learn. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to think about patterns because math is full of patterns. Okay, and so let's read through them. 9 times 1 is 9. 9 times 2 is 18. 9 times 3 is 27. 9 times 4 is 36. 9 times 5 is 45. 9 times 6 is 54. 9 times 7 is 63. 9 times 8 is 72. 9 times 9 is 81. 9 times 10 is 90. If you're trying to figure out new ways to learn these facts, you can use flashcards. You can turn it into a race. You know what else really helps is if you take your finger and you write these with your finger, you trace them into your carpet. If you have a carpet in your house, it really helps. For some reason, it helps your brain remember. You trace this into a carpet. Okay, it's another way to help you remember. Okay, but let's look at the patterns now. So when I do the pattern part, it's really important for me to kind of squeeze my brain and say stuff that I don't think of right away. So there's things that I'll notice right away, but there's other things that I have to keep thinking about. So it's important to just like write as much as you can or talk as much as you can, so that you can think deeper. Okay, so let's think. I noticed that the answers kind of have a certain pattern to them because this one 9 is odd, 18 is even, 27 is odd, 36 is even. Do you see how it goes odd, even, odd, even, odd, even? So that means that my answers in the 9s are even, odd, even, odd, and it follows that pattern, right? I don't have two evens next to each other. I don't have two odds next to each other. They go even, odd, even, odd. Do you see that? Okay, let's try to think of another one. What else do you see? I see something. I see that if I look at the number in the ones column, like here, 18, what number is in the ones column? It's an 8, isn't it? The next one in the ones column is a 7. The next one is a 6. Do you see that? The ones column keeps going down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And the next one would be 9 again. Do you see that? So I'm going to write that. How do I say that? The ones column goes down each time, right? Okay, so we did that with the ones column. Let's look at the tens column and see what happens there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you see what's happening? Do you see? They're going up. 5, 6, 7, 8. The tens column keeps going up. The ones column keeps going down, and the tens column goes up. So I'm going to write that tens column goes up. So I'm adding that to my list too. Is there anything else that you notice? Since we're looking at the tens column and the ones column, let's look at what they do together. Ready? The 1 and the 8. Is there anything you notice about the 1 and the 8? They add up to 9, don't they? The 2 and the 7, they add up to 9, don't they? The 3 and the 6, they do the same thing. 4 and 5, 5 and 4, 6 and 3. If you add up all the numbers in the tens column and the ones column, 9 and 0, they add up to 9. So let's say if you add the tens plus ones, they equal 9. I wrote that in words. Okay. Do you see anything else? Now, really, this is the part where you have to squeeze your brain. You have to really think hard now. Anything else? I'm trying to think. Well, sometimes when we see the numbers all together, it can help us figure out these patterns. So let's take a hundreds chart. And let's color in the multiples of 9. Okay, so let me get a pencil that I can color with. So the pattern, maybe I'll see it. I'm going to use a colored pencil. I'm going to use blue. So I remember them, 9. And the next one was 18. And the next one was 27. Wait a minute. Do you see what's happening? The next one was 36. I might not even have to look at the answers because now I kind of know where this pattern is going. Do you see that? 45, 54, 63, 72, 81. But wait, I've run out of spots. can't go any further. It's 90. It starts again over here. So what do you think is going to be next? What's 9 times 11? It's 99. And it would keep going like that. So let's write more patterns here. Okay? Let's write more patterns here. I see that the numbers, that this pattern goes diagonally. Right? It goes diagonally. What else do I notice? I kind of notice that, you know what? Looking really close, sometimes if you look really close at just a few of them, you'll see something. Let's look at this. 36, 45, 54, 63. They're almost like mirror images of each other, right? You have a 5 and a 4, and a 4 and a 5. You have a 3 and a 6, and a 6 and a 3. Does that keep happening? Let's see. 7 and 2, 2 and 7. Yep. So the digits, how can we say that? They repeat, but they don't repeat exactly. They repeat like a mirror, right? Okay, do you see that? Right. Okay, so now, you see what I just did? You see what we just did together? We wrote the facts that we knew, the ones we knew quickly, just without even thinking about them. We wrote the facts that it took us a second. We wrote the hard facts then, the ones we just have to learn, right? Then we thought about the patterns. And then we thought about, we colored it in on a hundreds chart. And then we thought more about the patterns based on what we saw. Okay? So now, why don't you try that with one of the times tables? Try that with any of them. And then you can hit pause now, and then we'll continue this with one more cool thing you can try. All right? Why don't you hit pause, or you can just stop it, and then I'll see you next time.